My name is Gungeon Boy, back with some premium Enter the Gungeon content. I'm going to be playing... Oh. I did... Huh. We're going to be playing Paradox and continuing the lich streak. I didn't think that was going to unlock now. I thought I still had a couple things that I needed to get done. The finished gun has joined the shootout. Alright, well let's check on the things that I thought I needed to get done. So the duplicate trank gun bug has been fixed. Great. So that's going to be filled out in there. But the Rubinstein's monster... Yeah, I still don't have this, so my Ammonomicon is not technically complete. Maybe this doesn't count because it's a hybrid of two weapons rather than a weapon that you have to pick up by itself. But the High Dragonfire is also apparently not on this list, as we found out relatively recently. So I guess that just means that I have the finished gun now. Alright. Got to admit, a little lackluster, considering it just popped up at the start of an episode due to a bug having been fixed, rather than ceremoniously occurring as I picked up the final item required. That feels like it would be more a thing to celebrate, whereas here it just feels like, oh, I guess I have that now. So I have the Emperor, I have the Lichy Trigger Finger, and I have Blasphemy as my starting weapon. Pretty good start. Pretty damn good start. So the Emperor is a red tier weapon, so I've got to keep that in mind. Why do I have to keep that in mind? Because I might want to gun munch it. It's not actually that great of a weapon. I mean, like, it's fine. It'll do the job for the first couple floors. But past that point, I find it too ammo inefficient, really, for me. That said, is ammo efficiency something that I really need to concern myself with? Because apparently the ammo famine is over. These are questions I will have to carry with me through the Gungeon. Lichy Trigger Finger is just an increase to our rate of fire, so across the board, that's going to be pretty good for us. And obviously, Blasphemy is just an incredible starter weapon. Probably my favorite. Other than the Pilot's Pistol, of course, the Rogue Special. That's obviously, like, straight up S tier. I don't understand why they start you with that weapon. Frankly, it's broken. Alright. Now, just gonna try and very, very quickly clear all of these opening rooms, because we have Blasphemy, so we can be a little bit hasty about it. Sweet. Alright, so left probably loops back, so damn, I was thinking this was gonna go to the the exit room, the boss fight room, but this is probably the prong that goes there. Oh, no, it goes to the shop. It's probably not this way then. Let's check that for a secret room. Apparently not, which surprises me a lot, I've got to be honest. I could have sworn that would have been a secret room. Coin Crown! I'll take this earlier rather than later. So when I complete a room, I have a chance to spawn 5 casings. So 45 casings means that only has to trigger 9 times before I'm out ahead for having picked that up. Okay. Thank you, Gatling Goal. My main trick to Gatling Goal is just wait until all of the environment annoyances have been destroyed. So, like, the chandeliers have been pulled down, the TNT barrels have exploded, and then just kite the Gatling Goal around the map as best you can. Keep those blanks in the back pocket just in case you can't roll out of something. Mr. Accretion Jr. Isn't Mr. Accretion Jr. like a green tier? I think it's actually pretty high tier, right? Which is fine by me, because I intend to gun munch it. I think Mr. Accretion Jr. is actually like a really bad gun. So if we don't find... Hang on, we've got a green tier chest over here, damn. So we're kind of obligated to open all of the chests available to us. The finished gun. Now, let's have a little bit of a chat about the finished gun, because the finished gun retakes, or takes over, the position in the Ammonomicon where the unfinished gun used to be, right? So we shouldn't be able to find the unfinished gun on this Ammonomicon. I'm just going to quickly scan for it. I know it's sprite pretty well. I'm looking for the orange in the center. Yeah, nothing. Nothing whatsoever. Okay, so I know that the finished gun is S tier, but the unfinished gun was brown tier, exactly, right? It was D tier. So I don't know if the unfinished gun is going to appear in brown chests or in black chests or both. One thing I do know is that the game has a bias to try and give you items you've just unlocked, so I should open every brown and black chest that I come across. As if opening black chests is something that I wouldn't have otherwise done, but still worth making clear. Okay, ruby bracelet, but I also got a key. Neat. I should be able to buy a key in here, right? Yeah, I can. Okay, so we can even go to the oubliette. That sounds good. Doing a little bit more of a full completion so that I can see if I can actually pick up the finished gun. Alright, well, I've got 2 blanks. This almost certainly means the secret room isn't up here. Just blank the adjacencies here, and then probably here as well, I'm thinking. Alright, sweet. Neither of those. Let's see where... Oh, these rooms are so close together, but they're not actually connected. So let's see where our oubliette entrance is, and then go down. I do want to do a run that has Armor of Thorns, that plays as Blasphemy, as the bullet, so that I have access to the red cloak. And has the ruby bracelet and tries to just dodge roll through everything. I do want to do that at some point. That might be like a seeded custom run or something that happens at some point in the future. Okay. Hexagon Blasphemy is going to be a good setup for this floor. Whee! Alright. That works out in the end. It's not a bad idea until it doesn't work out. Okay, I'm very, very, very glad that GATs don't deal contact damage, because I'm not actually immune to contact damage at the moment. I'm not the bullet, I just have the bullet's weapon. Which is to say, I don't have the red cape that gives contact immunity to the bullet. It also increases the dodge roll damage, which is why I want that and Armor of Thorns and Ruby Bracelet at the same time. I suspect, because I'm pretty sure that those work not as, like, damage additive, but I think those work as multipliers. I think Armor of Thorns is, like... Excuse me, almost. I think Armor of Thorns is, like, 7 times your dodge roll damage. Something similar to that. So because those are multipliers, that might actually be an incredible offensive build. Who's to say? Huh? Almost, buddy. Alright, so I still have no armor, which actually bodes pretty poorly for me. Due to the fact that I have the ruby bracelet, and I will want to roll into enemies, but doing so could easily cost me my full HP, and in doing so, could easily prevent me from being able to use Blasphemy. So it's a bit of an annoyance. There is the lowercase r in the store. Lowercase r has a synergy with the finished gun that makes it start saying, "Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing," instead of bullet. So I'd be down to check that out. In fact, I'm pretty likely to, at the end of this floor, just pick up the unfinished, sorry, the lowercase r, just in case. That said, it is technically an S tier item, the finished gun. So I should probably try and leave myself with as much money on each floor as is humanly possible, so that I can guarantee that I could pick it up later, should it show up in a store. Ooh. Balancing these desires against one another is frustrating to say the least. Sweet. Alright, it was really important that the first target down was the one that's restricting all of my movement. Because the rest of these are only annoying if I have to move away from another target whilst trying to fight them. Sweet. Very, very glad to be going for the King Gat there at the start. Just a super simple thing to start with. Beautiful. And prevents the explosion of bullets that start bouncing off the walls. It's when bullets start bouncing off the walls that I start having some real difficulty dodging them. Because then I have to look in multiple directions from my player character rather than just the primary direction of threat. That's what really causes me to start taking damage. Emperor, I guess? I do want to just save the Hexagon as a boss, as a boss clear, as a floor clear. Because it's super, super accurate. Literally pinpoint accuracy, right? It's a sniper rifle. So on later floors with bigger rooms, it's going to be a really, really good way for me to stand incredibly far clear and just shoot enemies that spawn as they spawn. Neat. So it cost us, with almost perfect hits, right? None missed. Cost us 170 out of this gun. That's not that great. Alright. More than happy to use the shell to check the secret rooms. Absolutely hate this gun. Like, it's a neat idea for a gun. It's a shotgun shell that shoots shotguns that shoot shotgun shells. I love it. It's so flavorful for Gungeon. It's just not a good weapon. If it had more synergies, like, if it had a bunch of new synergies introduced in after A Farewell to Arms, that is, then maybe it could be a useful gun again, but unfortunately I think it and Bullet are relegated to only be memes at this point. Found the secret room pretty easily. Blue. I think blue is like the only quality of chest that I can afford to ignore at this point in time. So I think I have to ignore all blues for that reason. Just because I'm not going to have enough to open every single chest across the entire run without infinite keys. Especially because I don't want to spend money on keys. So I need to start prioritizing. And if I'm opening all of the browns just for the possibility of spawning unfinished gun. Ooh, this is obviously one that we want to open. The finished gun. Never mind. Thanks for playing, and let's go get the synergy. Lowercase r, hell yeah. And the lowercase r now says... Oh, it's saying mimic. Saying chest and mimic? What? I don't even have the Book of Chest Anatomy. Okay, so it doesn't have a line for saying thanks for playing, right? Because it's saying thanks, thank you. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, now we've got the new gun. I think at this point, all I want to do is full complete the game. Just so that I can use the new gun as much as possible. Has 500 out of 500. Neat. A gun to rule them all. Oh, you're gonna get me with a Lord of the Ring reference all the time. The swan song of a prolific gunsmith. Though only recently completed, it somehow feels very familiar. A small hourglass is embossed on the cylinder, the sands fully filling the bottom half. Thanks for playing. Okay, so it fires 5 shots that bounce, as well as a final shot that does not. Alright. It's pretty important to me here, now that I have this, that we get the absolute full clear. Literally just so that we can explore with it as much as possible. It doesn't matter how much money I have anymore at this point, so I will buy a key. I'm gonna struggle to open a blue chest literally right before I go to an extra floor, though. All right. I wonder if these bullets will be penetrative like the original bullets from the unfinished gun. Okay, they are not penetrative. The final shot appears to be penetrative. It is. Beautiful. It's quite high damage. It only takes 2 shots to kill a yellow cloak Gungeon. Ah, okay. So the final gun in the clip also seems to delete bullets. That's super useful. That is a ridiculously powerful defensive tool if that's the case, bro. Wait a second. No. It doesn't destroy bullets. It reflects them. And it does it on reload of normal fire at range. This is a way better fight saber. Fight saber is oftentimes people's favorite first gun, or first favorite gun rather, if I want to say it correctly. And I know that because I've only just gotten my partner to start playing Enter the Gungeon after it came out on Switch with the after update and was 50% off. And this is their favorite gun. Well, this is their favorite gun. I mean, Fight Saber is their favorite gun. And it was mine for a period of time as well, right? Like, it's just a really, really powerful defensive item. Can I put that out at all? No. Well, I guess I open it then. Dueling Laser, great pickup. Almost certainly don't want to use it just because I want to focus on using the finished gun. But the reason the Fight Saber becomes like a first favorite is... Oh my god, really? Oh, what? Okay, that's insane. The reason it becomes a first favorite is because it provides that defense while providing offense. Okay. Really? Like, basically, it's as far as it possibly could be from me, the entry room. Blast Helmet would actually be pretty good. Just prevent me from taking damage while I'm holding the crest. That does seem like a pretty slim... I had to use both of those blanks there, otherwise I was going to take damage to the cursed Blobulon that was running at me. I have no regrets. I might miss out on a boss perfect here as a result of that. And even then, might miss out on a boss perfect. But as long as I get to go to the extra floor, I'm still fine. Yeah, Fight Saber, to get back to the thing that I was still trying to say, provides you a lot of defense while it provides you offense. So it's something that, especially early on in your Gungeoneering days, is really, really powerful. In challenge mode, that's actually really annoying to me. Woo! Okay. I'll come back to you, Gunsling King, in literally a moment. Just need to... I've been ferrying this thing for a wee while now. There we go. Now we're safe. I've already opened a chest this floor, so... Space Friend! Oh, Wingman, sorry. Got your back. I always get Space Friend and Wingman confused. Here's something for you. And Hero Pig! What? Alright. Just give me a bunch of really, really overpowered companions. Where's my Junkin? Oh, Yellow Chamber. Yes, I'm gonna want that. So it's 2 curse on pickup and 2.5 curse for buying something from Cursula, as well as the 72 invested gold. But I'll read out the list of benefits as soon as I can. I must now focus on murdering the ever-loving hell out of the Gorgon. Yep. Look at the smoothed out chunk of damage that does to the Medusa. Just in case you were unaware of the idea of boss armor. You can see it pretty well in action here. Basically, anytime I start reflecting shots. Alright. We still got the perfect. Very happy with that. Smoke bomb! Oh, yes! Okay, smoke bomb is obviously incredible for us because we're just going to steal the yellow chamber. So we actually save picking up as much curse. Actually, hang on. I already know where my secret room is. We save picking up the amount of curse for it. Perfect. Alright, so as you would have seen, yellow chamber, Gungeon. As you would have seen, it's 2 max HP up. And here we go. 2 max HP up. It's a fire rate bonus by 15%. Upon entering a room, there's a high chance that an enemy will become charmed for the duration of the room, and after clearing the room, the charmed enemy, if still alive, is then automatically killed. It has synergies with Super Space Turtle, Dragonfire, Pitchfork, High Caliber, Abyssal Tentacle, Shot Grub, Singularity. And where is the final important part about it? Nothing. Sweet. So it's pretty damn powerful. Lament Configurum is also really interesting. We could use that to try and make this run real broken. I don't know. Am I interested in making this run super broken? Because I already have 3 points of curse. To buy the Lament Configurum is another 2.5. And I don't even know how much curse the Unfinished Gun is giving me, actually. Because it gives me curse on pickup. Unfinished gun. Oh, it's not the unfinished gun. It's the finished gun. What am I saying? Okay. Curse is increased by 5 while this gun is held. I can't take the Lament Configurum. By 5. Ooh. Oofa doofa. Yeah, I am really glad that I didn't purchase the yellow chamber. Otherwise, I would be 0.5 curse away from the spawning of the Lord of the Jammed. Already. That would be pretty wild. That said, I think we would actually be able to deal with the Lord of the Jammed at this point. We'll make decisions as to all of that stuff later. Table tech blanks. Eh. Probably key. Or I could take the blast helmet. I could take ghost bullets. Isn't that a synergy as well? Does ghost bullets... Yeah, ghost bullets has a synergy with the lowercase r. Makes it say ghost, boo, and spooky. No, I'm just going to take the key and bounce. Oh, no. I forgot that I needed to take the Nord key. Yeah, I can't steal that with anything. I have no way to give up money right now. Oh, well. Guess I'm not absolutely full completing. It's still full-ish. It's not absolutely full. Oh, well. If that's the way it's got to be, then that's the way it's got to be. I don't think the resourceful rat would have stood much a chance against this gun anyway. Sweet. Just trying to make sure that the penetrative shot reflects all of their bullets, as well as completely dismisses their existence. I'm going to do some saving for later because I am very hopeful that I will see a blood vendor on this floor. Why am I so hopeful? No good reason. I just really want to see a blood vendor on this floor, so I'm guessing that there is one. It's pretty difficult to get hit while using this gun, because the enemy has to be trying to hit you from a different direction or hit you very, very quickly. to avoid you just erasing all of their bullets. Disarming personality for 63. That lowers shop prices from now on out in the game. Not by that much, though. I don't think it's worth 63, but if I steal it... No, but if I steal it, that's another point of curse. I need to heavily manage my curse right now. I'm hoping to get cursed bullets later. That would be great. Cursed bullets as well as silver bullets. And then, my god. This run. She is so broken. I don't like that Junkin Shrine. Just because it requires you to give up on getting Junkin for that run. Because why would you give junk away if you have the possibility of getting Junkin later? That said, I do oftentimes sell my junk for just 3 gold, so... maybe I shouldn't complain so loudly. Neat. There we go. I don't know if I've ever encountered that room before. No. No, too low quality. Hello, Brother Albin. I feel lucky. Sorry, dost thou. Thou dost. Yeah. I can't hold both of these at the same time. The ability to steal is actually probably less important to me. Just because I will start racking up money. It's a cursed run, so cursed enemies drop more money. Well, jammed enemies drop more money. It's a cursed run, jammed enemies. Cursed run, jammed enemies. I always keep messing that up. But furthermore than that, I'm also not going to want to steal that much if I can avoid it. Just so that I don't go over my curse limit. I can already have jammed bosses, right? Because I have 8 curse at this point in time. 2 for having the yellow chamber, 1 for stealing the yellow chamber, and 5 for the unfinished gun. Sweet. Now, unfortunately, one thing I am well aware of is that the blue Pactive chest is actually something I desperately want because it has both silver bullets and curse bullets in it. So hopefully the blue chest we just killed is not a Pactive. Well, that's interesting. I don't know where my second secret room is. Yet, at least. I mean, this is so ridiculously defensive. While being ridiculously powerful offensively as well. It's perfect. I think I've rolled into a pit already, so I can't call this a no damage run. I don't believe, at least. But at the very least, that immediately takes the pressure off, so I don't have to worry about whether or not I've taken a hit yet, and about the possibility of having a perfect run. Go. Sunlight Javelin, pretty good. Synergistic item. Moonscraper? What's that synergizing with right now? Moon planet? Oh, so this has just got now rotating orb around me. Okay. Do I keep them when I'm on guns that aren't? No. Well, I keep the rotating planets. I don't keep the rotating moon planet that we saw beforehand. I'm not seeing an obvious place for our secret room. Let's go get our extra armor from Sejunkin. So I offered junk at the altar 2 times and got 2 pieces of armor for it. Should have done that first just in case that happened to be junkin. Thankfully it wasn't. I should definitely take the key. Not really feeling any obvious locations for the secret room right now. Oh, well, the only secret room we really cared about this floor was the Brother Alban one, and we found the Brother Alban one, so we're good. Yes, I'm definitely, you know, kind of using the same-ish weapon this entire time. But this is also the weapon you get for completing the Ammonomicon and the first time I've ever picked this weapon up. I think it's fair to use the same weapon the entire time. It's also really, really powerful. If the lowercase r was actually playing an audio line that said thanks for playing, I would definitely be all over that in particular. But without that, well, I guess I just have to use this gun. These reflex are dealing a lot more damage than I actually suspected they would. All's good in the hood on that one. I see the rat's entrance literally already. Has that become easier to spot, or am I just getting better at spotting it, I guess, is the question there. Oh! Pop bullets from nowhere. Obviously, we're going to be using that with absolutely all of the money that we have available on this floor. So, you have a chance to double, triplicate, or quadruplicate your shots. Double, triple, or quadruplicate. Alright. Duplicate, triplicate, or quadruplicate? I'm going to say that because it's the easiest way to fill out all of them in a similar way. But it gives you a chance to double, triple, or quadruple, there you go, your bullets. Each time raising its cost by 10 casings, starting at 10 casings. And each increase is 3.7% increase. So it's linear. So with 5 triggers of it, 5 by 3.7 is, what, 150, 195, 19.5? It's gonna be pretty good. I should have checked the gun muncher first just in case, but obviously no. Oh, this would have absolutely murdered the rat. I'm very sad that I can't actually go to the rat at this point. Shotgun cola. I would love to spend some excess money on that this floor. The problem it's going to run into is that my next trigger of Pop Pop is 60. So if I do get a gold casing, I'm probably just going to go get my next trigger of Pop Pop. What an awful room. What an awful enemy to have jammed as well. You took 1 hit as a result, at least. Just that one. Whoa! I only just came out of the minimap in time to spot that enemy and take him down. Well, now I know there's at least 1 blue pactive chest this floor. Alright. Boss time. Really? You're actually gonna do this to me? Fine. Where have you raised back up? And goodbye, Cannon Balrog. I will take my max HP, thank you. Charge shot as well. You know, it's a gun. All right, 56. Yeah, so if I get 4 more, we're gonna go for another charge of Pop Pop. Looks likely that I get 4 more, but it's not guaranteed. Rooms can just completely stiff you. Okay. Yeah, like this room just gave me 2 for completing all of those enemies. It's entirely possible. Wait, hang on. It gave me 2, but I have enough now. Damn it. I have enough for each of our different options. Oh, I almost got a point of curse just for walking into this room. This room is dangerous. I don't like it. You walk in too close to immediate danger. So I can actually take the Shocker Cola now, or I can... Oh, right. Yeah, that's a problem. Damn it. I just wanted to check that for mimicry, but I instantly killed it. That means the other one was a Pactive, unfortunately. Quad laser. What? That's so cool. I've never seen that synergy before. All right, I think I have to pop, get another bullet from nowhere. I sound so dejected by it. For something that is objectively incredible, I sound pretty saddened to have to actually do it. Well, there's an extra blank in that secret room, but I get all my blanks refreshed next floor anyway. If I can fire multiple of this... Come on. Yep. That's going to be really potent against bosses. I mean, literally, if it triggers ever, it probably starts triggering the boss cap on that boss. Maybe it's actually not good for exactly that reason. It does so much damage. That's one of the reasons that you oftentimes don't take double vision, the active item that I currently have. Which is simply that a lot of the time it will cause your boss weapon to deal enough damage to trigger boss armor, so suddenly you're dealing less damage overall, while your raw output of damage is doubled. Alright. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about that in rooms, so you can just shred enemies at your chosen rate. Oh, really? That's a bad move for you, friend. I'm trying just not to kill the cursed enemy. Okay, so the other end of that is just going to be another item room. I'm trying not to kill the the charmed enemy where available. Just because the charmed enemy dies at the end of the floor anyway. I may as well leave them there, distracting my enemies for me, until they give up their life to the tentacles spiraling out of the ground. Perfect circle of life complete. Okay, so we have a jammed Ghost on our side. Ghost being Hollow Point, if you actually want the in-game name. Well, I mean, we get to save a lot of bullets by not killing it. Get him, Ghosty. Hey, thank you, Ghost friend. So I'm actually starting to run out of ammunition on this gun, which is wild as hell. Had to be expected though, right? So I guess let's swap to the hexagon, sure. I haven't used the hexagon much this run, and I really like the hexagon. Quad laser just reloads far, far too slowly to use in a situation like this. I mean, if that king summons, it probably still summons an enemy that is going to be hostile to me. Yep. There we go. Woo! That was a bit much as far as rooms go. Oh, thank you, Space Friend, for immediately killing my man on the inside. I'm just waiting for my summons to do a lot of this work. Really shouldn't be, evidently. Okay. Junk. Bees. Also Oh! I got the trash cannon, though, so I've triggered the synergy for the Hero Pig. The Hero Pig synergy is that they now shoot out like Ganon-inspired projectiles, is my understanding. Sorry, cannon-inspired projectiles. I forgot, it's the non-copyright infringing cannon. Okay. Well, there is going to be a cell creep here. So I'm thinking I'll sell the obvious items to the cell creep first. So these two. And then if I sell a master round at any point. Tech blanks, yeah, we'll get rid of that. If I sell a master round at any point, the enemy will just immediately give me the entrance to the other floor. Let me get rid of a lot of stuff here. I kind of want to get rid of the Mr. Accretion Jr. Just not Moonscraper, because Moonscraper has the synergy with Quad Laser. And Cannon has a synergy as well. Emperor I can probably keep around for a little bit longer if I desperately want to. Alright, fine. Now you'll get a Master round. Let's give you the lowest one. Lowest Master round. Sweet. That's our entrance to the secret floor opened. Time for us to go back to the hexagon full clear. We don't have the finished gun ready for the boss fight, but there is ammo here. Yeah, I'm worried. Like, I kind of want to do the quad laser instead. I'm entering from the side of the map, so I can just do the quad laser. This is probably Warmonger. Really? What'd I do? Must have just walked into a bullet, I guess. I was focusing so heavily on my reload times and whether or not I was going to get pop to go off that I just walked into a bullet. Oh well. Quad laser did some serious work here, though. We've located a Guanstone. Neat. I don't have 2 items to throw away at the moment, and keys aren't really that important, but I should still take probably 1. Let's go down to the secret floor. The RNG department. All right, I still should have gotten ammo in the finished gun before I left there. Oops. I was just supposed to hold off on getting ammo for the finished gun before the boss fight, because the boss fight could have also given me ammo. Nexus gun just doesn't have enough of the insta-kill for me. I'm a large fan of the walk into the room and everything immediately dies because it recognizes you. I'm a big fan of that. I like the whole shock and awe. Come on. Just let that one die. Beautiful. No ammo? Seriously? If we have to fight without the unfinished gun, the boss this floor, like, we'll be fine, but it's gonna be annoying. I don't know why we always full complete this floor, like, with all of the extra rooms up here as well. Because if we've learned anything, it's they're not necessary. I'm gonna play some thanks for playing here. I mean, with the fire rate up, both from Lichy Triggerfinger and the yellow chamber, as well as the damage up from having the replete synergy that's changing what it's saying. I mean, this should be a pretty good gun. Yeah, it's a really reasonable gun at this point. So does, without any other damage modifiers, just having a synergy means that it means that it goes from dealing 2.2 damage per shot to 5 damage per shot, so it's more than double damage. And as a gun with a pretty high clip size, increasing its fire rate is actually really, really potent. Come on. Ooh, that's good enough. That'll go in the unfinished gun, and now we never stray from the path. Beautiful. It always feels like there should be a determinate secret room on this floor that gives you more items or something like that, because otherwise this floor kind of does feel bereft of items. I guess it's a shorter floor compared to other secret floors. But it's also in a position where you'd rarely come here unless you know, oh yeah, I've definitely got this one unlocked because of how difficult the boss fight can be. Like, I'm still taking a bunch of hits. And I'm ridiculously overpowered. Got all the bad guns? Can't say the same. Really? That's what's gonna happen. All right, then. Chamber gun is going to be a very, very, very quick clear of hell for us. I suspect that the chamber gun's effectiveness in bullet hell is going to be what's the word I'm looking for? Violently ameliorated. I suspect it will be fixed. It's too effective at the moment. There's no reason to use anything that isn't the chamber gun on the final floor if you have the chamber gun, and it's only a blue tier item, so it appears quite commonly, which makes for kind of a not degenerate, but a very well-enforced, strict best pattern of play. So it takes away from decision-making on the player's part. I could remove one curse from myself with the curse shrine up there. Why would it only be one curse? Well, the only one curse thing is because all of the other curse that I have is from items giving me curse. I only have one curse from theft, and then I have 2 curse from yellow chamber and 5 curse from the unfinished gun. So that 7 curse can't be removed. Just immediately reapplied to me by my items. Sweet. That's a pretty bad store, I've got to admit. Wow. Not much better. In fact, it isn't better. I could take Daruma there, but I have no blank synergies. Even if I still had Table Tech blank, that's not a blank synergy. Right? It's something with which blanks synergize, but it's just that I have no amulets, I guess is the way that I should express it. I'd like to see a black market or something like that. Like, if the black market is not going to show up on runs that I desperately need the black market on, at the very least it could show up on runs where I definitely don't need it, but it could make things kind of cool. At least be a bro. Come on. Be a pal, be a friend. Damn it. Didn't even clock that bullet. Where are you? There you are. Sweet. Do I want to full complete the floor? It shouldn't be too much of a time cost, but I've already found the forge. So I could start thinking about trying to purposefully ignore all rooms that aren't the dragon. Really? I was actually like 100% certain that was going to kill that enemy in time to prevent me from taking damage there. That said, I'm also at a position where I can take risks like that. Because what? I lose a piece of armor? That does nothing to me. Radiated lead? Okay. It's not bad. It's not particularly good either, but it's not bad. Oh, no, no, no. All right, that's not a shrine for curse removal. It's a mirror for curse addition. If I want to open that chest, I can take 3.5 extra curse. That will immediately summon the Lord of the Fallen is the problem. So basically at this point I have to decide, do I want to summon the Lord of the Fallen as like an extra difficulty modifier, or do I just want to walk this run in? I have the chamber gun for the next floor, so I could do it. I think it's more interesting if I just summon the Lord of the Fallen for funsies. Maybe that should be, like, policy on my part, right? If I get the finished gun, because of how powerful it is, like, it's permanently perfectly accurate. It has a couple of damage rate ups, sorry. It has a couple fire rate ups on it at the moment. It's ridiculously ammo efficient. Obviously, it has pop affecting it at the moment as well, but I think it would be absolutely incredible without that. So I've got to try and think, is this gun, like, ridiculously powerful by base? Yes, I believe it is. So maybe my policy should be, anytime I get this gun, I try and get the Lord of the Jam to spawn. Because this gun gives us 5 curse, so it's not that difficult to get the Lord of the Jam to spawn after that. It's not always possible, mind, but I should always try. Yeah, I'm into it. Let's do it. I also have a bunch of HP, so, yeah, whatever. Rubidine! Hilarious! If only I could find the other one. I probably should have done it after the boss fight, but, yeah, whatever. I'm not too worried. Blank's just a little bit too early there. I could feel it as soon as I did it as well, by the way. Got a pretty acute sense of the timing for that exact attack, what it needs to be. Now, I'm pretty sure that, yeah, if I hug this bottom wall, I'm pretty sure that the Lord of the Fallen's attacks can't actually even spawn inside the map. Yeah. So I can actually safely fight the dragon with the Lord of the Fallen as long as I hug this bottom wall. The worst part of it is going to be this. That just clears out a whole path for me. I just tried to blank there. That was really bad. I didn't realize I had no blanks. That was really awful on my part. That didn't need to have any risk in it, and I injected a bunch of risk and took a bunch of damage. A bunch of damage. I took a little bit of damage, but I also missed out on the ability to get the Master Round. Which is 2 more hits, or 1 hit from a jammed enemy. Well, money means nothing to me past this point, so I may as well just go take all of those. What did I get as a synergy? Armored Core. Armored Core. Okay. Hasn't changed the AC 13. AC... Well, I mean, the Void Core Assault Rifle now has, like, a really good fire rate, but how much of that is due to my 2 fire rate ups, and how much of that is due to the synergy? I suspect none of it's due to the synergy. AC 15 has this really weird thing. Oh, no! No! Damn it. Alright, in order to prevent the Lord of the Fallen from spawning, you have to not take damage. It's not take damage, not change gun, or something else. I think you can't do something else. But since I came down to this floor holding the AC 15, now I have to use the AC 15 if I want to not spawn the Lord of the Fallen. Is this a new thing, like with After, that you can avoid spawning the Lord of the Fallen by doing this? Or was this always in the game and I just didn't know? Yep, I took a hit. Fine, I'm changing weapon to the... I was already dreading having to go through the entire floor without using the finished gun at all. There you are, Lord of the Fallen. So I don't know if being able to prevent the Lord of the Fallen from spawning is from after, or if it was introduced in the base game, or after. Second time I didn't mean a farewell to arms, I just meant afterwards. First time I meant a farewell to arms. Yeah, basically all of our enemies are extremely jammed at this point in time, so yay. It's good fun. If we had silver bullets, this would be an absolute walk. So silver bullets would be 30% damage up versus bosses, but also 225% damage up versus jammed enemies. So we would be tearing through each and every one of these like paper. Not to say that we're not kind of still tearing through them, but it could be even more potent. Sweet. Okay, so the final shot of those cannot be taken by a red cloak Gungeon. That's good news to have. Right, I'll cut back this way. Seems the better direction for the map to possibly go. Seriously, like every enemy is jammed at this point. Wild. Okay, this does actually look to be diverging from the main path, so that's a good sign. Unless it, like, suddenly U-turns in the next room, this is a really, really good sign that we've got our path incorrect. That's not a U-turn. We should be fine. Hey, 2 deaths on the screen at the same time. Neat. Come on. Sweet. Got the clear. Whew. Damn it, I have one of those ghost sneezes. I was certain I was about to sneeze. Got stupidly punked by my own olfactory senses. Ugh. What the? I did not know that the gun cloak had been around long enough to summon you. Damn. Apparently there are things such as non-jammed enemies? I know, I'm seeing a couple right now. I'm seeing bullets that are actually, like, really bright rather than dark red. Weird. Really? Are we actually gonna, like, force cycle this? Oh, God. With any other build, that would have been an absolutely deadly room with just way too much stuff going on. But with the ability to ignore almost everything, it's not too much of a problem, actually. Ugh, excuse me. I clean my nose. Oh, really? Well, this is rather annoying. So this is a dead end, but also a really annoying room to have to do. Yeah, I probably have a weapon that could push these off the edge, but I don't really need to worry about it. Let's loop around on our way back out. I actually think it's probably here on the left. I really should have gone with this path first. If it's not this path and it's the one in the middle, I'm going to be pretty sad about that. Because this is the one I would have bet my money on. I just autopiloted my way into another room previously. I do have to remember, by the way, I still have Hero Pig. I get brought back to full HP if I die. I mistook Hero Pig for an ammo drop there. Really? This is wrong. Okay. Well, that's really unfortunate. I could not have been more wrong. Not a fun position to be in. I don't like that friendly kings, even when charmed, summon enemies that then try and damage me. Yeah, absolute double agent you. I am so lucky that this is reflecting all of those shots. I would have taken damage like 10 times over already, had that not been the case. You just stay back there. Woohoo! Ammo drop. Sweet. Alright, let's go for the boss fight. I mean, as long as my fire rate is fast enough that I can just completely destroy all of the attack patterns of the Lich, I don't see how I take damage here. Like, it will have to be from the Lord of the Jams. Okay. Just having that additional thing that I have to worry about dodging is actually really mentally taxing. But thankfully, I don't have to worry about dodging the main boss much at all here, due to the way that the finish gun is working. I think I might actually be able to kill the second phase of the Lich before the Lord of the Fallen even comes onto the screen. Because the Lord of the Fallen is still trying to get to this screen from the last screen. Yep. But I'm pretty sure they'll turn up in this part of the fight really quickly. Come on, where are you? Yep, there it is. See? Really quickly. I mean, this is... What the hell was that attack? Knew it. Oh, I just did that one on instinct. Hell yeah. So I've taken damage in this combat, but that's okay. That is a Lich kill with the finished gun, with the Lord of Jams following me. No clue where that puts us on our streak, but a good run, I feel. Remarkable to get pop on that specific run as well. Ends up with what? I said 19.5, so 23.3% chance. So almost a quarter of the time, our bullets were duplicating, triplicating, or quadruplicating. Hell yes. Killed by nobody, you did great. Yeah, it's pretty hard to do. I didn't even use the chamber gun. That was my plan for bullet hell, and I forgot to. When you have a run where you can afford to forget to use the chamber gun on bullet hell, you know that's a good run. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Enter the Gungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.